As a business owner, sometimes you'll be asked to prove that your company is a real company, that it exists in the records of the Secretary of State of the state of Wyoming. There's a number of reasons that a company could fall out of what we call good standing with the state. One of the primary ones is failing to pay the annual fee. It could also not be in good standing because the members or the owners of the company decided to dissolve it. It could also be dissolved by a judicial decree of some sort. But if you're ever asked to prove that your company is actually a real company, there's a number of things that you can do. One of them is to request a certificate of good standing. If you go into your client portal and order it with us, we will obtain one for you, obtain one on your behalf, and provide it to you right in your client portal. It's a document that's date and time stamped, and it says, as of this date and time, this company was still a valid company in the state of Wyoming. When you take that along with your articles of organization, that's also in your client portal, and you take your operating agreement, that's also in your client portal. You should have taken it, downloaded, and signed it. All of those things, plus an employer identification letter, it's also called an SS4 or EIN letter, all of those things prove that you're in good standing with the IRS, that you're good standing with the state of Wyoming, and that this company is authorized to do business in any way that you determine is appropriate. Sometimes we see a certificate of good standing as a condition to a loan closing. That's one of the most frequent areas where a certificate of good standing would be requested. And typically with a loan or a transaction that your company is entering into, they want to make sure that it's actually a real company and that it has been formed and you're paying your fees to the state. What goes along with this, there's something called a certificate of incumbency. We also offer that to our clients. Certificate of incumbency is not about the company itself, but about who has the power and control over the company. Because Wyoming, and the way that registration of a company works there, where the names of individuals are not listed in the Secretary of State website, other parties may say, how do we know that you have authority to control this company? And a certificate of incumbency, it's a signed and notarized letter by us, which says that this individual is a member, according to our records that we're required to maintain for to stay in compliance with Wyoming law. This person's a member or a manager or an officer or director or a shareholder of this company, and we're willing to put our name to that. And so you can order a certificate of incumbency in addition to a certificate of good standing right in your client portal.